Well, hello everyone, I am Dev and I'm back for a new devlog. Today, I have two additions for my game. These are small but necessary, so let's jump right in. Alright, we're in the Godot editor. First off, I added the main scene with a floor, a player, and the sea. After that, I went to add some new scripts. For the scripts, I added globals, which store my global variables. I also added Game Manager, which stores my global functions. Now, when we're done with that, I'm gonna add the player script. In the player script, I added a type of change that is not very hard. I added it so the jump function also accepted the ceiling, and it's gonna change the gravity instead of jumping. The rest of the script will stay the same, as you can see. Now, when I'm done with that, I'm gonna play test it. So you can see, when I move, it just moves, but then when I press jump, it jumps to the ceiling. Alright, that was the first addition. Pretty cool, right? Now I'm gonna do some art so it looks a bit better. But first I want to mention something. In the last devlog I said I'm not that great at art, and I showed this game in the background. I want to mention this is not the art from me. This is my game, but I searched some art on Edge.io and just used that. Alright, for my art I'm gonna be using a sprite. I want a kind of techish theme with like robots and stuff, like I explained in the past devlog. So you can see I am making a kind of robot thingy. I'm not that good at the program, as you also can probably see, but just look and enjoy. Alright, this is the character. I think it turned out okay. I'm gonna change it later on, but for now it's good. And now I just need to add the art to Godot. So I also went and downloaded a resource pack from Edge.io for a tile map. So I'm just gonna use that for the ground and ceiling for now. Alright, now that we're in Godot, you can see I added the assets to the game. So for the ground I added these kind of tiles. I thought it looked really nice. For the player I also added this sprite, but one thing to mention is I forgot to do something, and it is in project settings. When you go to a filter, you can change it to nearest, and then your sprite isn't gonna look that messy. Now, for the art, there was also something I needed to change in the code, so let's go over that now. You can see in the code, I first needed to check if flipped wasn't true, and if flip wasn't true, I went and changed the flip v for the player texture to true. So the texture was flipped. Then I needed to change the player collision, because otherwise it would look like the player was floating above the ceiling. And it was changed to 0 and 5. Then I needed to set flip through. But if it was flipped already, so the player was on the ceiling, I needed to flip the texture back to normal. So flip v is false. I needed to change the position of the collision shape also back to normal. So to 0 and -4, and I set flip to false. Alright, that wasn't that hard to understand. Now, let's test it. So, as you can see, the player is inside of the editor, and if I press space, you see it falls correctly to the ceiling. So, we're done for today. I hope you liked the devlog because I thought it would be very nice to update you on the core mechanic. So now the core mechanic is implemented. Next time I want to work on spikes or something like that. You're gonna see it in the next devlog. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Till next time.